Hello everyone, welcome back to Tech with Diwana, and this is day 3 of our Kubernetes Zero to Hero series. So today we are going to talk about every Kubernetes learner DevOps engineer should know the 6 main types of the Kubernetes cluster setup. So we will understand exactly what they are, when to use them, and why they exist. So by the end of this video, you will know exactly which types of cluster fits for your goal, whether you are testing, learning, or deploying something in a production. So stay with me till the end. So let's dive a step in. So first is the kind, right? The kind stands for a Kubernetes in Docker. It is the lightest and fastest way to run the Kubernetes locally. Every node run as a Docker container, simple and efficient, and it is used for like a local testing, CI/CD pipeline, and a development, right? So avoid it for a production. In short, a great for a developer, quick learner who want to access a cluster, right? Second is the Minikube, and Minikube is the most popular way to start learning with Kubernetes, right? It is the single load a cluster setup inside the VM, even includes a dashboard, right? And use it for beginners, command practices, and Kubernetes fundamental, and avoid it for a multi-node cluster setup and a production, right? So if you are just getting started, this is your first step to start with the Kubernetes, right? And the third is the kubeadm, and kubeadm helps you to build a real multi-node cluster setup manually, and you will set up like a master and worker node step by step, just like a real environment, and use it for advanced learning, certification preparation, and lab practices, right? And avoid it for a beginner who just want to looking a one-click setup. So it is a perfect way to understand how the Kubernetes actually work, right? The fourth is the KOps and Kubespray, right? So we have a tool, a KOps and Kubespray, so that can automate a multi-node cluster setup. They are great when you run a full setup without doing all the manual steps, right? So KOps is mainly used on AWS, and whereas a Kubespray is open source and mainly a Ansible based, right? So fit for the all the environment, and used for automated multi-node cluster on a cloud or like a bare metal, and avoid it for a local, right? So this is the best for a DevOps engineer who loves the automation, right? And the fifth one is the managed services, right? So there are cloud managed Kubernetes services provided by the many cloud platform like EKS, GKE, or AKS. So handle everything like maintenance, scaling, upgraded, etc. So fit for real world production environment, and avoid it for a local setup on a learning environment, right? So if you would like reliability, scalability, then a cloud managed Kubernetes services is the best option, right? Sixth one is the OpenShift and Rancher, right? So finally we have a Rancher and OpenShift to enterprise grade management of Kubernetes platform. So they provided a centralized dashboard to manage all the user, multi-cluster, and the policies across the environments, right? So best use for them is the like a larger team, enterprise deployment, and multi-cluster management, right? So avoid them for a like a local setup and a beginner project, and these are designed for an organization and for a like a Kubernetes management at a scale. Let's quickly summarize everything we cover, right? So first is the kind, and kind is a lightweight and for a local testing, and second is the Minikube, and Minikube used for beginners, and third is the kubeadm, and kubeadm is used for real practices, and fourth is the like a kubeadm. Fourth is the KOps and the Kubespray, that is the automated setup, and fifth is the like a GKE, AKS, and EKS for a cloud production, right? And sixth one is the like a Rancher and OpenShift for a enterprise edition, right? So enterprise management, right? So each setup has different purposes. The right one depends on your goal. That is it for a day 3 Kubernetes Zero to Hero series, right? So now you know exactly the 6 type of cluster setup and when to use each one, right? So in a day 4 we will move from the theory to the action part, right? So in a demo part, we will set up the Kubernetes cluster step by step, right? So if you found this video is helpful for you, so please like, share and subscribe to Tech with Diwana. Let's meet you in another video. Till then, bye bye.